we're going to play some Sid Meier's Pirates. This is by far one of my favorite games of all time. The reviews on this thing are phenomenal. I mean, the original game, which came out in like 1987 for the Commodore and DOS and all kinds of different things, was fantastic and stunning at the time. And this remake is really, really good. I mean, the actual reviews, 88 on Metacritic, that's pretty goddamn good. And on Steam, it says overwhelmingly positive, 96% positive reviews. And it's just a ball. It's usually available for $10. Sometimes it even goes on sale for even less than that, but it is a good game. Let's go ahead and get it started. It's like a role-playing sim game. It's like Grand Theft Pirate is really what we're talking about here. So let's go ahead and get this started. All right. So again, this game, originally 1987, has been remade, it's sort of been remastered a few times, and this is a full-on remake, but it is a proper remake in that the gameplay is the same. And it is, like, gorgeous. I mean, a couple of tweaks here and there, but it's essentially the same game because there's no reason to change it. It's super good. I think there's even an iPad version available these days, and frankly, this game would probably work very well on a mobile device with just, a little bit of GUI changes. But here we're going to be playing mouse and keyboard, and we're going to play. I think as soon as I click this, it'll start a cutscene. It began with a celebration. No voice acting in this. Indebted for years to the Marquis de la Montalban, a family's prosperity was soon to be restored. Their fleet was due to arrive on the morrow, carrying both their hopes and their salvation. That's me, the little boy. I won't be that young forever, though. But the celebration was befouled by an unwelcome guest. Dun dun dun. Rawr, rawr. The Marquis himself arrived bearing ill tidings. The fleet has been lost. Oh no! And the debt had come due. The family's property was seized, and they were pressed into bondage. Very 50 Shades of Pirate here. But one of them would not be a slave. Ugh! I wish I had an eye patch. And so it was that the brave young scion escaped his family's fate. Hello, Kudarin, thank you very much for the sub. Swearing to save them and one day avenge the Marquis's foul deed. 10 years later. We're all grown up now. Got the sexy beard. Actually, I don't think our character in the game has a beard. The young adventurer began his quest to find his family and restore their fortune. Yarr. Seeking passage to the New World, you inquire at a public house. If ye be looking for passage to the Americas, ye can sign up here. Alright! First step, we need a name. Now, I have to say, I really love the, I don't know what you call it, like a sender or whatever they do for the queue. Like, if you call yourself, Poopy, you don't get that kind of fun. Although that's a pretty cool swooshy P. Are all the, like, first letters pretty good? Oh, they're all pretty interesting. But, with Quill, look at that! Look at that! That is the bomb, so, it's like, we could be Spanish and go Quilio. We are gonna get, you know what, we'll do a quick straw poll right now. You can be, there are 4 nationalities you can start as. It just affects sort of starting friendly ports, but it doesn't really change any of the gameplay in the long term. So, what nationality? We'll use that maybe to impact our choice of name. We can be English, French, Dutch, or Spanish. Allow multiple choice. Create poll, straw poll, and you don't have to spam the chat. We'll get the poll here. Nationality, poll. Don't spam. You're gonna miss the poll if you spam. Seriously, guys. I can't read the text when it just goes vroom 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 like that, so there's no reason to yell it. Just click the link and then vote, and it'll be quite clear. Holy crap! Why do so many people want me to be Dutch? So we're currently hovering about like 50% Dutch, 24% English, 18% French, 11% Spanish. And definitely not being Spanish is generally good in this game because Spain actually owns most of the ports. And so if you're not Spanish, you have more targets. Now, starting as the Dutch means you actually have a lot of targets, generally speaking, because there's not a lot of Dutch holdings. On the other hand, it means a few less friendly towns. Sight! What did you say? You have captured a bark from the Habsburg Austria, carrying a treasure of 100 or 10 doubloons. Niralosa, work like a captain, play like a pirate. Arr! And Joe Lowodo, yes, great meeting everyone in Stockholm. Now let's all be pirates. Indeed. Looks like Dutch is going to win, 44%. So, Quilvan 18. Oh, Christ, that's good. That is good. Oh my god, I can't put spaces. Oh no, they're there. They're just small. Von 18. There we go. I like it. Bitey Pear. Thank you very much for subscribing. I don't know, you're biting. Dutch have more targets. Dun, 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 dun. Afarauyo. What do you mean by friendly towns? So, the towns in this game have a nationality. So, if you're Dutch, and the Dutch are at war with the Spanish, for example, you may not be able to dock at the Spanish towns. So, but you'll be able to dock at the Dutch towns. Now, you can play it in such a way. If you say, only target pirates, and then everyone will love you. But, usually, it's best to sort of align yourself with a nation and maybe get a letter of marque. Boop, 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 boop. Zombies ate me for rum and spice. Hey, for rum and spice. All right, we're gonna go with Quailvan 18 now. Then you pick your experience, which is really interesting. This is a difficulty rating, but, and this is really cool. This game, you start off as, I don't know, you're like 20 years old or something like that, and your character ages up over the years. Now, what you can't do is, you can't necessarily go forever with just like your starting group. Every now and again, your pirates, your crew, all these sorts of things, well, they'll get tired. They're going to want to, like, be done with your current journey. They're going to want to cash out the booty, get their share, and then, you know, go off and spend it. And then what'll happen is the game will advance a few years, then you'll reassemble a new crew, and then go back out again. The higher your difficulty setting, the more personal wealth you get to keep from each mission, i.e. the more points you earn. But things do get harder. But every time you do one of those divide and plunders, you can actually choose to increase the difficulty. So we could start as apprentice and work our way up. I'm going to start maybe at, like, journeyman. It's been a while since I've played, but we'll start at journeyman, which opens up a few extra options. We then pick our skill. What do we want to be good at? Skill at fencing, skill at gunnery, skill at navigation. So fencing makes us, effectively makes our opponents look slower in sword fights, is what fencing will do. Skill at gunnery means we do more damage with our cannons during sea battles. Skill at navigation makes us better for sailing against the wind, which can be really handy, I'm not going to lie. Skill at medicine is the thing you pick for, like, maximum points in the game, because it allows you to live a lot longer. Specifically, when you take, every time you get hit in battle, you can take scars and injuries and things, which will generally reduce your health and lower your lifespan. So having a skill at medicine is good for that. And then there's wit and charm, very useful when romancing the lovely local governor's daughters. Getting married is part of the gameplay. So we're going to go ahead and do a straw poll for this, now that I've explained all the things. Skill. Fencing. Gunnery, navigation, medicine, wit, and charm. Boom, boom. Create the poll, go here. Skill poll. Bam! And we'll see what people have to say about that. Now, because I'm normally quite poor at hand-to-hand combat and reflexes and fighting games in general, I usually take fencing to make that part of the game a little bit easier. Although I think I usually play at a higher difficulty too, so we're gonna keep the difficulty relatively low. Again, for max points, if you're good at everything in real life, then skill at medicine is the way to go. But I don't think we need to worry about that. I think we'll be able to stream that long today. But it looks like people really want the wit and charm or maximum romance. Look, oh yeah, and it changes what you're holding, right? You've got your sword. Your brush for your cannonballs, the telescope for navigation, a medical bag, and roses. Well, apparently, the majority of people, or rather I should say the plurality of people, would like to see wit and charm be chosen. So we're going to do that. Then you get to pick a start date. Now, by the way, if you just suddenly download this game and you start, you won't get this screen the first time. It'll ask you for a name, and then it'll just go straight into the game. It's because on your very first game, it auto-sets this to the lowest difficulty, sets you up on fencing, and then just puts you right into the game. You'd have to exit out, go from the main menu again, start fresh, and then you'll get asked all these questions. The final thing is we will get asked for a start date. I'm going to leave it on the default, which is 1660, the Buccaneer Heroes. This will be considered to be one of the easier ones, just because there's the golden age, there's a lot of money around, there's a lot of stuff to do, it's very exciting. But you can get a different experience by choosing a different start date. So we're going to leave the Buccaneer Heroes on here. Level of skill also changed the look of your pirate, really. Oh, look at that! Alright, Apprentice, Journeyman, Adventurer, Rogue, Swashbuckler. We're going to start as Journeyman, just because I want to make sure we don't die early or anything. When we divide our booty, once I've gotten used to the buttons again, because I haven't played in years, we might go up to Adventurer or higher. Alright, let's go ahead and start. Oh, Achtelin. Oh, you're right. I should have put a Dutch 18. You need to sign on as part of a crew. The captains at yonder tables will gladly take ye aboard. Right, because right now we're still in, I don't know, Amsterdam or something. Or wherever we escaped to. There be French, Spanish, Dutch, and English ships a-looking for able-bodied lads such as yourself. Take your pick. So the Dutch are over here. So we said we were going to do that, so let's go and be Dutch. Welcome aboard, Mr. Quilvan 18. We sail with the tide. This time, the Dutch were the best shipbuilders, too. The crossing was fraught with terror and cruelty. The captain drove the ship and her crew to breaking. Ugh! Oh, that looks like you kick someone in the small of their back? Pretty asinine. Hey, lay off. That's from my childhood. Pushed beyond all decency, the crew mutinies, punishable by death. You guys like the action so far, huh? Awesome. Oh. Oh, the captain's gonna shoot a cannon at the mast. Boof! There we go. Who's the boss now? We put the captain and his friends free and under full sail, the ship and its crew at your command. You make your way into the Caribbean, or Caribbean. Some people put the emphasis on the rib, other people put it on the B. I usually say Caribbean. They're both completely valid. A family to rescue. I missed one line of text, but that's fine. Revenge to be served. Your destiny awaits you. So yeah, so you can play this as a purely sandboxy economic sim where you like trade goods between cities. You can play it as a war type thing where you just sort of like try to blow up as many things as possible. And you can deal with a lot of missions. You will get treasure maps. You will get maps to where various family members are located. If we check the status, one of the things you can see is the list of top 10 pirates in the game. So we are in the number 10 ranking, Quilvan 18, and we can hunt down the other pirates. Like, for one, we can just, like, plunder more money, which will bring us up the ranks. But we can also find where other pirates are, challenge them specifically, board their ship, and take them out. And work our way up the ranks as the most dangerous pirates if we want. Right now we don't have anything. Got a Pirateopedia. Look at that. Look at that stuff. The world map. So we are starting... How do we pan around? Oh, I gotta use the arrow keys for this. We are starting way over here. We just docked in St. Eustatius. I mean, you know, all Dutch to me, right? Right over here. And you can see nearby we've got St. Martin, which is also a Dutch port. We've got, to our south, we've got St. Kitts, Nevis, Antigua, which are English. Montserrat and Guadeloupe. Well, Guadeloupe, I think, which is French. I think there's two things that are basically spelled the same way, but are in different places. Martinique down here, which is French. English Barbados. Way down on the shores here, we've got some Spanish cities. Margarita, Cumana, Trinidad, and so on and so forth. So, what else we got? We got our overall status, money, resources that we've got. Starting career in 1660, Dutch captain, currently a journeyman captain with wit and charm. You're now 18 years old and in excellent health. Your crew of 40 is very happy, which is important. Morale is good. Fleet status. Right now, our sloop is called Revenge. Let's rename this bad boy, guys. we are going to, let me go ahead and send myself my list of subscribers. We're going to start naming our ships based on our subscribers. That is the wrong button. I'm going to go here, there, and email myself. Nope. It was confusing because I want to like email myself the list of active subscribers, but the button that says email active subscribers actually emails them stuff. Anyway, I always read that wrong. Opening up the Google Drive and viewing my list of subscribers. Bam. Very nicely randomized. Scroll down some. All right. So we're going to name our first ship after Aghanam. The good ship Aghanam. Bam. Hopefully the recording is still working properly with me tabbing in and out. It looks like we're fine. So it's a sloop. It does have a couple upgrades right now, the chain shot and the grape shot. Hello, White Mike 84. Those are specialty bullets that you can fire that do extra sail damage or crew damage. I think the grape shot is to help you rip up sails, and the chain shot is better at killing crew. Let's check the Piratopedia. Chain shot. Chain shot is for sails. I was wrong. It's the other way around. So chain shot damages sails. Grape shot, the shotgun, is good for killing people. Okay, good to remember. So yeah, so we got a personal status here with all the things we can do. Wealth points, pirates defeated, lost relative quests, lost cities found, romances, villains avenged, so on and so forth. Hello, Last Revenant. Nice to meet you. Maybe you'll get a ship named after you. It is going to be randomized. Captain's log, we visited the town. And the war status. So, Spain is at war with everyone. So as a Dutch captain, we will go in and talk to the governor of the town, and we'll probably get a letter of marque to go and kill some Spanish. So let's go and start off by talking to the governor. The governator. Hello, hello. Please come in. Hopefully the sound is loud enough. You guys let me know. You may be interested to know that we are at war with the evil Spanish. I am pleased to offer you a letter of marque, which authorizes you to plunder and sink the ships of our enemies. So I'm now a privateer, which is basically a legal pirate. If I hunt down Spanish ships, these people will reward me and say that's totally a good thing to do. We are an independent contractor of naval warfare. As this map will show, the nearest enemy city is the Spanish city of San Juan, which lies a long distance to the west. Yeah, it is actually quite far away. Now, eventually, you can attack cities and take them over and fly, you know, the flag of whatever country you want on there. A little higher would be good. Yeah, we'll go ahead and notch up the sound. Right now, I think what we'll do is we'll probably sail in this general direction and just find Spanish ships to go and attack. In fact, a juicy Spanish bark was seen this morning heading in that direction. Hello, Blown Caps. Thank you very much for subscribing. Till next time, Mr. Quillvan18. Now, see, sometimes the governor's daughter will come out and introduce herself, but maybe we'll have to do a little bit better. All right, next thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and visit the tavern. So there'll be different things to do here. The citizens of St. Eustatius have gathered, I don't know how to say that word, have gathered at the tavern this evening to discuss the latest happenings, including the fact that you received a Dutch letter of marque. Who would you like to talk to? Well, let's talk to these scurvy dogs over here. 16 men offer to join my current crew. Welcome aboard, mates. I think we can fit 70 people on there. The more people you have, the better you can fight. We'll talk to the bartender. Have you been introduced to the governor's daughter? They say she's a real beauty. No, I haven't. Hopefully soon. Let's talk to the barmaid here. Captain Kidd, the third most notorious pirate in the Caribbean, sails out of the pirate haven Villa de Tresor, near the city of Santo Domingo. He's known to carry over 6,200 gold doubloons. So over here, which is sort of in the direction we're going on. We're not ready to take on such a dastardly pirate, though. What do you got? Mysterious traveler offers to sell you a ruby ring. This will help you win the heart of the governor's daughter and can be yours for only 1,600 gold pieces. Unfortunately, I only have $100, so we're gonna have to turn it down. There's always goodies you can buy here. Sometimes it's map pieces, sometimes it's buff type items. I like the armor. The armored vest is really good. We can trade with the merchant right now. We only have a little bit of money. We've got enough food right now to last us 4 months. we could also buy some luxury goods. Now, what we'd have to do is track sort of like the various economies in different towns. Sometimes prices are high, sometimes they're low. I don't know what like good prices are. I think this is really high for luxuries. I don't think we're gonna buy any of this. I will go ahead and buy some extra food though, just to make sure we aren't gonna run shy as we roam around. We should be able to steal some food from the first ship we plunder though, so that's gonna be okay. We can check the shipwright over here. So we can 2 in a row. Laudrian and Urban Wolf. Hey, thank you very much for subscribing, you guys. Sorry your name wasn't on the screen longer, Laudrian, but I really appreciate the support. So each port sells a unique upgrade as well. I mean, sometimes it's the same upgrade, but for example, here they sell bronze cannons, which allow us to fire more accurately, but we need 500 bucks for that upgrade, so we can't do that. So that's that. Sometimes you can you buy ships here? Maybe not. You can also repair your ships there, which is pretty important. All right, I'm sailing away. All right, so now, oh fuck, I don't have my caps lock on, my number lock on. There we go. Hey, we're fine. Now, that's a Spanish ship, if I've ever seen one. That's a Spanish bark I think we were told about. Let's go ahead and attack them. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, so we are going to be fighting with our flagship, which has 8 guns and 56 men. The Spanish bark, Comerciante Afortunado, has 6 guns and 30 men. All right, plus, we got mad skills. What do we think? Do we attack? I think. Okay. So first, there's going to be the naval battle. And what you can do is exchange broadsides. The idea being you can... I mean, ultimately, we need to close with the enemy ship and fight hand-to-hand. But what we can do... Hello, Doomchild. What we do with our guns is sort of weaken the other ship, maybe kill off some of their men, that sort of thing. However, every shot we take, we also damage the ship, which if we want to take it, we have to keep that in mind. Alright. I think we're sort of sailing into the wind there. We took 1 shot. I think my shot's going to be more accurate. You can see the guns reloading in the bottom there. I try to dodge that. Alright, come around for another broadside. Boom. I'm going to sail a little closer. Wait for the guns to reload. Do a nice big shot. Boom. The best thing is if you can shoot like right in front or from the back because you'll do maximum damage. Let's shoot one more time and then go and board them. We've killed 9 of their people. Let's do it. Now, I suck at the sword fighting. But let's do our best. So you got a choice of weapons. The rapier is much, much faster at attacking. The cutlass is better at defense. And the longsword is sort of in the middle. Hello, Wrecker. Thank you very much for subscribing. So, I'll just go with the longsword for the sort of generic attack. I'm pretty sure I usually like the cutlass, even though it's a really slow at attacking. My strategy in combat is usually just try to block an attack. Oh, change your flag. That's a good idea. I think we're flying the English flag right now. Is block and then counterattack, and with the solid defense is pretty good. But I'll go longsword sort of in the middle. Now, if you start at the lowest difficulty, it will do a really good job of, it'll flash the sort of buttons that you want to press in response, which is a good way to learn. Okay, let's do it. Let's do a straw poll. It looks like people don't want the longsword, or maybe it's just because I'm saying longsword. No one's accepting to that. Which weapon? Longsword, rapier, cutlass. Great poll. Of course. How could I not straw poll our weapon of choice here? Weapon poll. Shabam. The speed is really good. High defense is really good, and, something that can do everything is also really good. Looks like, okay, big lead for the rapier. Even with 3 options, it's over 50% for the rapier. So we're going to go ahead and do that with the quick attack. Sounds good to me. There we go. Jump! Counter! Parry! Attack! He's dizzy now. You can see the advantage meter on the bottom here. Duck! Kick him with the bucket. Hit him in the head. Oh, he ducked out of me. Jump over this. Attack! Done. Alright, maybe I could have played at a higher difficulty. But this is only a first fight. This is not a pirate. This is a merchant ship. 6 guns, 30 men, that's nothing. Yarr! Alright, so we plundered almost 600 gold pieces. We had a little bit of food, extra cannon, that sort of thing. Now what we have to do is decide, what are we going to do with this enemy ship? It's a bark that can carry 70 tons. We'd have to send 14 of our crew over there to keep it sailing. We can keep it or we can sink it. Well, this ship is actually in pretty good shape. No sail damage, little hull damage. If we sink it, you can see we actually don't have enough cargo to carry all of our goods. We'd have to leave some things behind. So I think at the very least, we'll keep it, take all the goods, sail back in the port like this at the very least, because why not? Not much sense in sinking it now. So we'll go ahead and continue. All right, and let's go and dock in St. Martin. And yes, we need to change our sails. We'll do that right away. I do that from this screen. So there we go. That's the Dutch one, but we don't have to do that. We can go with a pirate flag. Oh, I guess that's it. We can go with a nation's flag or pirate flag. What do you think? Pirate flag? I'm thinking pirate flag. Flagpole incoming. Pirate Dutch. I mean, we're not going to fly another flag right now because that wouldn't make any sense. Well, it might. Flagpole, which is funny because it's sort of a phrase. I'm guessing people are going to want to go pirate. Ooh, it's pretty close, actually. Now, here's the thing. We can just fly the Dutch flag for now. And then later on, if we go full pirate, we can change. Because right now, we're totally legit. Hello, Conte Goblin. Right now, we're totally legit. We are a Dutch patriot fighting against the vile Spanish. And we're kind of neutral with the English and French. For now. But wars will change over the course of the game. We can also fly a personal seal on here. I don't know what we might want to do. We could put like a pirate insignia on our sails. I kind of like that idea. We'll put the pirate insignia on our sails and then fly the Dutch flag. There we go. Looks good. All right, return to game. Now, unfortunately, we went in and we left. That burned a little bit of time. But we had to do that, apparently. All right. So, let's consult with the shipwright to start off with. If we check that new ship, it'd cost us 120 gold to repair the new ship. That's not too much. We could keep it around. Also note that we can get a copper plating upgrade for our ship, which gives us, better turning rates. Okay, I thought it was going to be armor, but faster turning rate. Now, the other thing we have to decide is which ship we might want to pilot. If we check the status of our fleet, the bark can actually have 100 crew members as opposed to the sloop's 75. I suspect the bark can also hold more guns. The bark can do 16 guns. It is slow, though. Also, it's got the best point of sailing. Depending on the wind angle, some things do better than others. Tight turning radius is good. Slow speed is bad. 16 guns is decent. And the other ship we have is the sloop. Sloop. What? Oh, it just goes one. I was looking over here. I'm like, why aren't there any S's? All right, sloop. It's also a sloop of war, which is really good. So the sloop can hold 12 guns. It's fast, tight. Since we don't have more than 12 guns anyway, I think we're going to keep using the sloop because it is faster. I think it's going to do us much better in combat. But I think we'll keep the second ship around. Having a slow ship in our fleet means we'll be slightly slower on the navigation map, but it won't affect us in combat. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and repair this. We won't sell it. We'll keep it around for the cargo space. And I think we'll go ahead and upgrade our ship with copper plating. You know what? We'll save our money for when we get a better type of ship altogether. But the sloop is a great starting ship. I really like the extra speed. Trade with the merchant. There we go. We should do some selling. It's kind of annoying. As far as I can tell, there's no way to rapidly sell things. Oh, look, our luxuries, they're not worth as much here. I don't know about the price of the other things. I know the sugar was 8 at the other place too, but the luxuries were like, what, 33? Here they're only 25? It's probably fine to just sell them. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and make the sale because my goal is to sail northwest and find some more Spanish ships as opposed to, playing a merchant game, for example. We still have 6 months of food, which is probably just fine and peachy. Let's talk to the governor. Hey, we just sank a Spanish ship there, buddy. This is a different governor from the last one, obviously. And yes, I'll name the new ship. You know we're at war with the evil Spanish. I understand you recently captured a Spanish bark. Excellent, the king will be pleased. Soon you will be promoted to captain. Till next time. Really? No promotion yet? No land? Visit the tavern. We need some more men. 17 more. Yes, welcome aboard. Get some rumors. There's a whole lot of stinking rich folk in this town. A pirate attack might put the fear of God in them. Well, I'm not going to attack a town yet. Maybe interested to know that Captain Kidd has a lightning-quick jump dueling skill. Alright, so we got some information about Captain Kidd. His home port, special dueling skill, last seen. So you start to accumulate this information about stuff. Ooh, a leather vest! Oh! Want so bad, but we don't have the money for it. Really would love the leather vest. Alright, I think we're pretty much done here. Let's check our food situation. We did take on more crew. Tell you what, let me go back up to 6 months, just to feel safe. Oh, too bad they say the Dutch have a king. We only have stadholders. That's right. But in that time, did you? In 1660? No king at all? I mean, I guess it's just a different title. It's effectively the same. Alright, let's sail away. Boop. And find us. Look at that. And, you know, we got the little ship with us. Check the map a second here. We are here. We want to sail sort of west to San Juan. We're going to be pretty isolated. But I like how it marks the map for you. January, captured a Spanish bark. You know, nice little details going on here. Fleet. We had to rename our bark. This is going to be renamed to the Bungemate. Subscriber Bungemate. Bum, 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 bum. Now I'm going to feel really bad when we get around to like selling these ships. And God forbid any of them sink. Clouds tend to speed you up. You can see we keep having to slow down to let the bark catch up here. Oh, we want to sail west. Let me tell you, this map is super useful because you didn't used to have the integrated map quite like this. You had a paper map, and you had a guy on. You had a tool, a sextant or whatever, that could tell you how far north and south you were. So you could get that coordinate really accurately. If you were on a low difficulty setting, it would also tell you your coordinates sort of east-west. But on higher difficulty settings, you sort of had to do like dead reckoning. You had to guess how far you'd gone. You kept looking at this paper map and try to figure out where you were based on like landscapes. And it was particularly bad when you were sailing like here in open water. It's fine as long as you stayed close to land, but otherwise you would get lost and it would be brutal. You know what? While I'm here, let's do a quick save here. Save game. Make sure nothing terrible happens. And we're looking for more Spanish ships. Right off the coast of San Juan. Now, right now, we can almost certainly still dock in San Juan. We could go there, maybe even recruit a few extra crew members. But soon, very soon, they will not be very happy. This quest is... oh, the Captain Kidd. So, San Juan, modest Spanish stronghold. We're going to go ahead and dock. Prices for all goods except food are high, and most times logged and vigorously enforced. Let's talk to the governor, see what he has to say for us about us. Sup, dude? We're at war with the perfidious English, the slimy French, and the greedy Dutch. Hey, faint speaker, thank you very much for the subscription. Welcome to the party. I'm troubled to hear that recently you captured a Spanish bark. Such offenses will not go unpunished. I am pleased to offer you a letter of marque, which authorizes you to plunder and sink the ships of our enemies. A discreet payment of 1,000 gold pieces will allow us to forgive your previous offenses against the Spanish crown. I'm thinking no. You guys thinking no? I'm thinking no. I'll pass. But we can, later on, if we decide to flip alliances or we need more friends, we can pay these people off. Of course, getting into the towns can be hard. It is possible to sneak into a town, then go to the governor's mansion and pay off a bribe at that point. But as is, we're going to pass. That's a lot of money right now, especially. And honestly, like, the Spaniards are our only targets right now. It's the only thing that the Dutch are at war with, so obviously we're going to be targeting them. Go to the tavern, get some more people. 33 crewmates. Welcome aboard. Nice. That means our sloop should now have its maximum cap of 70 troops, plus still have enough people on the bark. Ooh. Alright, we can afford a quality spyglass. Fine instrument improves visibility on the high seas and can be yours for only 1,200 gold pieces. Currently have 1,444. I'm going to straw poll this. It is going to take all of our money. Fine. the spyglass? It's going to take all our money, but it's a cool item. Yes. No. Create poll. Go. Eh. Oh yes, later you can use the Jesuit missionaries to get pardons. Do we want to buy the spyglass? Ooh, it's very tight. Right now leaning towards no. Which I'm fine with. Basically, let's just see ships from slightly further away. Is most of what that does. Alright, looks like the no's win it. That's too much for me. Some rumors? St. Martin, yes, copper plating. Thank you very much. Woo! There's a rumor Spanish treasure fleet is heading for Cumana with a fortune in gold bullion. I will note that in my log. And any upgrades we can get here? Oh, we can get copper plating here. You know, we get the money. I'm going to go for the copper plating on this ship. I think we're going to keep using this bad boy for a little while. Faster turns. It'll be useful. No ship damage whatsoever. And food is really cheap. Let's go ahead and bring ourselves up a little bit more. And let's just hang around here and find another Spanish ship. Spanish smuggler. There we go. Attack! We have our wind. Yeah, the wind is pushing us towards them, which is exactly how we want to attack, generally speaking. Fire again. That's a Spanish sloop, exactly what we have, but not upgraded. They have a lot of crew. I'm going to switch to the chain shot. No, the grape shot and try to murder some of these crews. Well, murder. Well, yeah, I mean, we're attacking them with no provocation. Except that they're Spanish. I'm going to loop around. Oh, we knocked... Oh! As your ship approaches, the enemy strikes your colors. A wealth in gold and plunder are yours for the taking. No sword fight required. And your courage has impressed the enemy. An eager group of 16 soldiers volunteers to join your crew of 103. Welcome aboard, lads! Always want a few more. Captured over 1,000 gold pieces. I'm gonna take everything. We technically have enough room without taking the ship. We're gonna keep the ship for now. I think that's fine. I don't think we're going to... I think we'll end up selling it, because it's only got the 40 tons capacity. We've already got a sloop for war, so I don't think there's any reason to keep this bad boy. So next time we dock, we'll probably sell it. Oh! A pirate hunter is coming my way. Coming to shoot me down. Alright. Bring it. Spanish sloop of war. Okay. Now, they do have 16 guns, but a sloop of war is better than my current sloop. I want that bad boy as my new flagship. If the enemy drops people, you can pick them up. Yes, thank you for the reminder. I actually, forgot about that. Now, the round shot, I believe, has the maximum range, so you don't want to really switch to another one right away until you closed a bit. I'll try to lead a little... Oh, that's some damage. Fire a little grape shot. But that's really dangerous. Oh, they're going for sail damage. Which, I mean, can cause me to just get screwed completely here. Let's try to get a little bit more load. That hurts. Oh my god, they're shredding my sails. Alright, let's dock. We knocked a few of them off. This is going to be a lot tougher of a fight. Let's keep going with the rapier, because that's what people wanted last time. Parry. Attack. Dog. Duck. Slice to the bottom. Jump. Attack. Taunt. Parry. Ha! Jump. Hack at the feet. Boom. And I don't think we actually damaged the ship very much. We might be able to switch flagships instantly. "22 sailors volunteer to join. Welcome aboard, lads." Alright, we're going to take everything. We're going to keep the ship. Got a higher capacity than the last one. I think it's a little slower than the normal sloop, but it's pretty good. Got lots of food. Alright, let's take a quick fleet status check here. So first of all, we're going to be selling this other sloop, so I'm not going to rename it. We're going to get rid of this other one, so it's not worth doing. This sloop of war has actually less sail damage than our current ship. Our current ship took 60% sail damage, so we'll switch right away to the sloop of war. More crew, really good. It's actually got more upgrades. It's got, I don't know what that is, actually. but we will definitely rename. This is our new flagship, which is going to be renamed the Uruzrun. The Uruzrun. Fear us. We have a sloop of war. Let's go ahead and check the stats in the Piratopedia on the sloop of war. Fast, tight corners. Yeah, so you know what? It's basically the same as the sloop, just holds more people. Sloop of war is a Dutch design, 4.5 rigged vessel, equipped with 1 or 2 square sails before the mast. Essentially a slightly larger version of the sloop. Extremely fast, exceptionally maneuverable, better than almost any other ship in light winds. Under oars, it can move directly into the wind. A sloop of war has a shallow draft, allowing it to sail over shoals with no risk. Like its smaller cousin, the sloop of war makes an excellent pirate vessel. Many Royal Navies deploy these vessels as escort ships and pirate hunters. Sloop of war in the middle ship in the sloop class. Oh right, it's the Royal sloop is like the most badass one of them all. Hard to find. If we can get a Royal sloop, I'd be very happy. And of course, we can, just find big. We can have like full-on war galleons. Your bark is the best ship? No, I like the speed. I like the speed of the sloops. Fast speed and can sail into the wind a lot better. Bark is better, I will give you that. Or is bigger, which counts for a lot. Bigger is better. All right, at this point, we have a lot of ships, and we're a little bit damaged. So I'm going to be sailing east again. It'll be a little slower because we're sailing into the wind. We will sail east to St. Martinique again. Okay, I've got to make sure that we're sort of... Well, the problem is we have to keep the end ship. We have to let it catch up all the time. So it's going to be a little slow. You can see it fall behind. This is, I think, my old flagship. Wait for me! Now, I could just sink it. With 60% sail damage, I don't know how much we'll get for it, but I gotta assume it's got a couple upgrades. We can probably make a little bit money out of it, but we will sell it. We're gonna keep the bark because of its capacity for cargo. That's it. Large frigate or ship of the line. Look at that glorious armada. We're gonna head to St. Martin. Is the Dutch St. Martin spelled that way? Because there's 2, right? There's 2 St. Martins, a French one and a Dutch one. Maybe it's the same island. They're split. Seem to be under attack by dolphins. Damn dolphins. Oh my god. The bad sails are so rough. I mean, sailing east is never good, because the prevailing winds here in the Caribbean go from east to west. So sailing east always sucks. But it's worse here with the... We have busted sails on our main ship, but also this one. We're almost there. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Wealthy Dutch trading port. The fact that they're wealthy means they will pay more money. Sugar is often plentiful at this port. So we're going to start off by trading with the merchant. Yeah, I don't want to use the sell all button. 26 guns. That's actually more than we can do on our ship. But the cannons are only worth 1 gold. Now, everything here is a ton. The guns also weigh a ton. So if we're worried about weight, we could sell some of these guns. But I could probably sell them somewhere else for more money. We'll go ahead and sell all the luxuries. 25 gold is not bad. I think we've seen 30, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, we're going to continue. We're going to go to the... Alexis! Hey! Thank you very much for subscribing. Al-Arabi says St. Martin and St. Martin are the same island, but split. There we go. Good to know. And Burton, thank you for subscribing. Let's talk to the governor first, actually. My dear Mr. Quill, please come in. As you know, we're at war with this evil Spanish and the slimy French. Excellent! I like how everyone always agrees that the Spanish are evil, the French are slimy, the English are perfidious. It's like they always use the same thing, and the Dutch are greedy. I understand you recently captured a Spanish sloop of war, and you captured a Spanish sloop. Excellent! The king will be pleased. Promote me. In recognition of your service to the Dutch crown, I am pleased to promote you to the rank of captain. Congratulations! As a result, crew recruiting will be easier in Dutch ports. Freaking right. The governor's attractive daughter enters the room. Ma, Mr. Quill, that's a Dutch accent, by the way. You are quite a handsome young ruffian. Perhaps when you have achieved the rank of major, you could escort me to the grand ball. So, because it's that, that kind of time or whatever, the governor's daughters do all have, like, varying attractiveness ratings. So there you go. And you're not limited to only marrying one person. Because, a wife in every port or something? I'm not sure. So, alright, but we need to reach the rank of major before we can go to the ball in the first place. Apparently Dutch are Southern American belles. It's true. It's true. You didn't know that? That's where that accent comes from. It's all Dutch that settled Georgia. All right. Let's consult with the shipwright. So, the sloop of war we're keeping. Let's go ahead and give it a repair. There's a few other upgrades we can still do to this ship. So we're going to have to track down some of those in other ports and see what we can find. Meanwhile, okay, our bark, the Montemate, we're going to keep around because it hauls decent space. We can upgrade these to like more proper cargo ships later on, but I don't see any reason to not keep it for now. La Serpiente is pretty damaged. It's just a sloop. We don't need to keep this thing. We're going to sell it for 234 gold. Now, the Aganam. This is my original flagship. 420 bucks to repair. Wow, sales are expensive. I think we just sell it. I don't see any reason to keep this bad boy. So, we're going to go ahead and sell Aganam. We're going to keep the Bungemate. I mean, maybe we don't even need to. But right now, heck, already we'd have to dispose some cargo. We might be a little overkill on our crew, too. That's entirely possible. But I'll go ahead with this combo. It suits me fine. It's something I like to do. It's not necessarily the right way, but it's a way. Visit the tavern. Citizens of St. Martin have gathered at the tavern this evening to discuss the latest happenings, including the fact that you met the governor of St. Martin's daughter. Who would you like to talk to? Well, I don't think we need any more crew. I mean, we could always just keep piling it on, but I might leave it off for now. Less plunder. Mysterious traveler offers to sell you part of a secret map showing the location of the pirate Captain Kidd's buried treasure for 300 gold. I'll take it. Okay. Powderhead, Cutlass Stone. Did I not just see Powderhead? And Charlesville. So it's right over here. So if we can find Charlesville on the map, we can sail there. We can almost certainly find our way to the treasure buried by the Indian totem. Nice. This is actually a really good map piece. Well worth the cash. Shipwrights, yes. Oh, bronze cannons in St. Astucius. Oh, we're going to go back over there and get some bronze cannons. That's right, I forgot about that. I think the copper plates, but... Spanish treasure fleet is headed for Puerto Cabello with a fortune in gold bullion. Alright, I will note that. Okay. Let's go and get some bronze cannons. And... Charlesville. I don't think there's a find for it. No. Now, it doesn't even mean it's going to show up on the map necessarily. Because I thought the piratey bits that I saw, the Powderhead or whatever, were like over here. And they might be. They might not be forts. This might be what's going on. They might not be in this map. The Realm Hunter! I've seen that name before. I'm sure you've been around. Thank you very much for subscribing. I'm bad with names, though. Johnny Benzine! Thank you for subscribing. We've got some more... Go north, try sailing south. I mean, it's an English port. Oh, probably missed some tips as well. Just got one from Ask Dren! Have some respect for your ships. Her, not it. You're right. Alright, alright. Ships are hers. Because women are objects or something. Let's not try to overanalyze it. But you're right. It's appropriate for me to refer to the ship as a her. So, I don't think the Charleston is on the map. I know there was a powder something over here. So, we're going to sail back to this area over here. We're going to be like the bane of San Juan. We're going to go and attack and see what we can do. So, yeah, we can divide the plunder if we wanted. We can hit the button and see what happens. It'll give us some stats. With great anticipation, the loot is divided among the crew. Each man angrily takes a paltry 17 ducats as a share. You'll be able to keep your flagship. As a journeyman captain, you take 10% share of the loot. Comes to that. Yeah, never mind. We'll divide later. Now, that is part of the problem. The more crew you have, the more overboard you have. But we're not... Like, we have 100 crew for our main ship, 37 crew for a secondary, which is not that much. If we want to steal more ships, we're going to need a few extras. So, no, we're going to go ahead. Make that city regret the name Captain Quill. Well, I found it off the coast of Cuba. Oh, really? So, Cuba is not there. Is over here. You're saying that somewhere off the coast of Cuba. Well, let's keep sailing up the coast and see what happens. We're at the war with the slimy French, so there's some French towns over there. Oh, wait, St. Eustachius. Hang on, we need our bronze cannons. Bronze cannons, and we sail back up there. Crew's very happy right now. They're in good mood. That will, they will eventually get tired and want to stop. But as long as they're happy, we can just keep going for as long as possible. Usually you only go and divide your crew or divide your plunder once your crew gets worn out. Let's talk to this governor. Hello. Yes. Yes. Alright. Cheers. Check for stuff on sale. Ooh, a ring to win the heart of the governor's daughter. Anyway, we gotta straw poll this. Mugafig, thank you very much for subscribing. So the last time they came up, we did not purchase this. This is a ruby ring. Because we didn't have any money. But now we do. Now, it might be a little too early to start wooing people. I mean, it's going to take a while before we, Yeah, a lot of people are saying no. Yeah, from the same logic. It's going to take us a while before we can really start wooing anyone anyway, because we need ranks. Yeah, it's no. Alright, so we're not going to do it. That's too much for me. Just check for rumors. Alright, he sails a brig of war. A nice ship. And I don't need any extra crew. Shipwright. Bronze cannon. Bam. There we go. Lots of upgrades going on here. Lovely. And we have plenty of food. Indeed we do. Oh, yeah, they're still selling their luxuries for 30. Cannons are worth 0 here. Sail away. Alright. Whoa! To the north. Skål! Everyone is saying in chat. We have 1 point of fame. Look at us. But isn't this game, like, fantastic? There's so much stuff going on here. So, we are here. We're a little far north. Back down to the coast. So, I don't think I'm going to attack a Spanish ship instantly when I see it. Because I would like to see if we might be able to find something better. The only problem is, if we sail all the way west over here, we don't have a friendly port. Although, if we don't attack any French ships, we can use them. Oh, Port Royal. There we go. We'll be friendly with the English, so we can go to Port Royal. Okay, it was around here. I saw powder something, but the problem is there's a lot of sort of name reuse. Some people are saying they found it off the coast of, There's a big Spanish ship. Powder Shallows, which is not what we're looking for. It was Powder Head. Alright, that's what I got confused about. What is this? Spanish trade galleon. Oh man, they probably have tons of money. Ooh, this one's being escorted. Sloop of war escorting another. No. I want to go dig up treasure. Another trade galleon. Fuck. And we have to keep letting our bark catch up here. Anchor Rock. Black Shallows. What is this thing? A French bark. I should have talked to those trade ships. That's fine. We're going to start to harass... Oh! Naval battle going on here. Captain Kidd! Let's do it. What? He's got double the guns and a lot of men. Alright, straw poll, straw poll, straw poll. Attack Captain Kidd? It's a good thing we're on a low difficulty. Yes. No. Good thing we're on a low difficulty. These, the sword fights and everything are so brutal on high difficulty. Oh. What do we think? Of course we're attacking. Yarr! You hear about the pirate captain who had a steering wheel on his belt? They're driving me nuts. Alright. Let's do this shit. Alright, it would be helpful to weaken the number of people he's got. The problem is, he's got a brig of war. He's got double our guns. But we can take this ship. So we'll be looking to dock as soon as this finishes. If we take the ship, because we're going to be damaging it pretty heavily. Oops. Not enough range for that grape shot. Try that again. There we go. Actually, let's chain shot them a little. Pick up that crew person. Let's wreck his sail so that then we can do whatever we want with him. Fucking hell! Okay, you know what? We're gonna get destroyed. He's got too many guns. We've lost some of our guns. Another round of grape shot, and then we close in. We have almost the same number of men. Let's hope that because of the difficulty setting, I can beat Captain Kidd in a sword duel. Oh, we get the drama cutscene! Drama cutscene! Yahoo! Alright, punk. Parry. Attack. Duck. Oh, yeah, this difficulty setting is awesome. Yeah. Ow. I'll let him counterattack me here. Duck. Attack. Chase him up the stairs. Yarr! Jump up. Attack for the head. Taunt him. Parry. Oh, didn't parry quick enough. Jump. Oh, 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 oh! Thump! Cutscene kill! Cutscene kill! Look how badass this guy looks. Poof! I'd say this ship captain that we're playing looks a lot like my avatar. One of the pirate crewmen is a skilled cooper who can preserve food in sturdy barrels. He is quickly persuaded to join our crew. Persuaded. 33 sailor volunteers. Good, actually, because we need to replace some losses. I think we sailed out here with like 130 sailors altogether, 100 in the main ship and 38 in the second one. So now we're down to 99. So welcome aboard, lads. Ho ho! Plunder! 7,400 gold pieces! Took out one of these pirates right away. Yeah, we're gonna have to increase the difficulty. I wasn't confident, but, alright. We're gonna do that. We're gonna keep the ship, obviously. If we had to dump some guns overboard, we would, but we still currently have some space because of this extra ship. It's got tons of upgrades. It's got the triple hammock, so you get more crew. It's got better sails to do something, some kind of shot. No chain shot, interestingly enough. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. Now, the sordid career of the third most notorious pirate, Captain Kidd, has come to an end. At my hand, that's only worth 1 extra fame point, apparently. Personal status: pirates defeated, 1 of 9. Dutch captain, rank 1 of 8. But yeah, you can rank up in all 4 nations. Like, for maximum personal points and, I guess your fame points is your total. So I got 1 from captain and 1 from pirates defeated. Total of that. So you can really, like, there's so much to do for your 100% completion. Alright, yeah, we're gonna boost this stuff up at some point. Captain's log. Excuse me, treasure map, world map, we're here. Nouveau Liberté. Looks like a new settlement. I'm betting they don't have a lot of money. I think what we're going to do is go up to Tortuga, or Port de Paix, and try to see if we can sell stuff better there and get some decent repairs as well. Top 10. Look at this, Captain Kidd. Oh, he's 0 on the list. He's all the way at the bottom. Actually, I jumped over Jack Rackham as well, so do another save, just making sure there's no crashes. And okay, where are we? We're there. So sail more or less directly west. We're going to avoid any combat because right now we're a little bit beat up. I mean, I could probably take a fight, but we're going to play it safe here. Oh, I'm going to name my new Brig of War. Let's take a look, actually, real quick at the Piratopedia. Brig of War is the largest ship in this class, the Brig class. So you can see the speed is medium, the turning radius is medium. So it's not as fast as our sloop. And the sloop is just a beautiful thing. But it can pack twice as many crew on there and twice as many guns, which is a lot. That's, like, significant. You can start really destroying things. Change the other ship. Well, we will. Right now, the other ship is sort of kind of on fire. Although, I think we might sell the sloop of war, which is kind of sad. Not getting a lot of use out of such a great ship. We could just sell the bark. Actually, at this point, we lose some of our cargo capacity, but then we'd start to move. Well, it doesn't matter. We're moving medium speed here at this point. I don't know what we want to do. We'd probably sell the bark. Could sell both, actually. Get decent capacity on the Brig of War. Just sell both and free up all of our crew to be on our flagship, which has a capacity of 300 people for us. Normal Brig of War is 200, but we've got the triple hammocks. Yeah, I think we sell both ships. All right, and yeah, we got the Cooper, so I think our food lasts a little bit longer. We got a friendly Jesuit mission. Let's go and stop by the Jesuits. It's not a real town. We'll go ahead and talk to the abbot. I believe you have a sister who has been missing for many years. The evil Spaniard, Baron Raimondo, has information which will be of great value to you. At the moment, he is hiding in the city of Maracaibo. I will note that in my log. Maracaibo, I was going to say, yeah, is way down here, which might not have many friendly ports for us. Trade with the abbot. So he doesn't have a whole lot of food. He actually plays a bit of a premium for food, though, because most of the food we saw was for 8 gold, sometimes 4. And we have an excess of food, so let's go ahead and sell a little bit of our... Oh, he has no more gold left. Alright, well, we'll sell him the food. That's fine. Sail away. Oh, watch the rocks. Alright. The other advantage the sloops have is you can sail over reefs and not take damage. Oh, Nouveau Gascogne, a French settlement. Well, even though the Dutch and the French are at war, let's go ahead and talk to the mayor. We're friendly now. I've been appointed as new governor of Port-de-Paix. Oh, I have big plans for the economic growth. Quill Van 18, I assume you will protect my ship from harm as I travel to assume my new duties. So he wants us to escort him to Port-de-Paix. If we do that, I think it will effectively give a big economic boost to the city, which means they will pay more for the stuff I have to sell them. So I think I'm willing to do the escorting. It's a short trip. We may as well. Later on, we'll probably fight the French, but don't have to do it yet. We will visit the tavern, get some more crew. Oh, no one wants to be recruited here. Apparently, Baron Raimondo was seen in Maracaibo. Yeah, what do you got for sale? Information about his recent visit to Cumana. All right, we'll get some details here. It's a poor port. 180 soldiers. Copper plating. Zuin! Hey, thank you very much for the subscription, buddy. And then we get the prices over here. And you can keep looking this up on the map, and like this will get updated. What you got? Ah, he left Maracaibo. He's heading towards San Juan. This is the pirate that's got information about my sister. He is heading towards San Juan. I think we're going to go back and head over there and just, you know, chill out around that area. So he's leaving here, he's going there. So it'll probably take him a couple months to get there. What do you got for me? The 5th most notorious pirate, Lolone, sails out of the pirate haven La Crique, near the city of Leogon. Known to carry over 3,200 gold doubloons. That's very close. We could take out another pirate quite quickly. Shipwright. Oh, wait, hold on. Merchant first. We actually don't have that many goods. Right, because we mostly got gold from the pirate. You actually pay a little for cannons, so let's go ahead and knock some of these bad boys down, just to save a little bit of weight. Makes no sense to keep it around. Keep our 32 guns, because we can do that. Consult with the shipwright. That's expensive repairs, but well worthwhile. Cotton sails, triple hammock, grape shot, fine grain powder, bronze cannon. I think the bronze cannon makes us more accurate. I think the fine grain powder gives us more range. I'm not sure about the cotton sails. We'll have to look it up in the list. I think we got to sell these ships, guys. Okay, let's do a straw poll real quick. Sell. Arc. Sell war sloop. Sell both. Great poll. $10 gold not worth selling. Well, I mean, might not be worth selling, but are we going to repair this thing? I don't know. Don't sell them. Keep them. Keep the sloop. Sell all 3. We're not going to sell all 3. We still need a ship. Most people are saying sell both, which I think is fine. We can always get more of them. No, there's not going to be any sell none. I think selling both is fine. Let's not get too attached, you guys. Fine. Oh, we need to get rid of some cargo. If we get rid of bark, we might keep the bark around for a little longer, just for capacity, cargo hold capacity. I think we're gonna do that until we can get a nice galleon, a trade galleon to hold our loot. We'll go ahead and keep this. That'll be fine. Don't tell Quill about the location of the treasure. Well, I don't know. Faster reload, the fine grain powder. Nice. Very sexy. But yeah, so... Search in the something. And yes, name the ship. Thank you. Here's my subscriber list. We're going to have... Our Brig of War is going to be called the Zervian. The Zervian. Who just subscribed? Freddy Firecaster. There's another name I recognize. How can you forget Freddy Firecaster? Thank you very much for the subscription. I really appreciate that support. Yeah, we're going to have to get rid of this bark at some point, just on the basis that it's actually not that big. It is occupying some of our crew, though. What do we have? It's just excess of food, isn't it? We should just dump some of this food, and then we can sell the bark. Piratepedia helps with finding the treasure? Really? So can I find Charles whatever? No. Crew's very happy. Oh, more crew. I think we're going to sail away for now. Zoom in on the paper map to see settlements and find villages. Oh! If I zoom in more? Well, I'm at maximum zoom right now. You know what? We just haven't spotted it. You can see everything that we've spotted along the way is now marked. But only the ports over here are marked. So what we got to do is sail around here and get the settlements to show up on my map. Because people are saying it might be somewhere around Cuba. So we'll just sail around and spot all this stuff. I'm sailing away. Oh yeah, the new governor that we... Look, we have successfully defended the new governor on his way to Port de Paix, which went from a poor French village to a prosperous one. Yes, you're at war with the Dutch. New governor, king will be pleased. Well, look at that! I am a French captain! Because I escorted him over here. Boom. More recruiting. Ooh, his beautiful daughter. You are quite a handsome young ruffian. Apparently the French also speak with a Georgian belle accent. Perhaps when you have achieved the rank of colonel, you could escort me to the grand ball. Alright. Merci beaucoup. Bonne visite. Alright, tavern. Easier to recruit. 42 people. Welcome aboard, guys. We can fit tons of people on my ship. Ah, more detailed map. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it. Higher difficulties, you get smaller scraps of treasure. Or a treasure map. Was that? That was a creeper. Are you a bad fish? Oh, I was trying to read it. Are you a bad fish? Arr, matey. Thanks for the awesome stream time again. Here's some booty for some rum. Here. I gotta refill my glass. I gotta refill my glass with some dark rum. Hang on, we got a toast. There we are. Arr! Some grog. Alright, good stuff. Okay. Search southeast of Guadalupe. Wait. But Guadalupe is over here. So we're going the wrong way. It's over here we want to be. It's probably like this chunk over here. Back, turn around. We're here. What we want to do is, we want to go back to San Juan, get that treasure, or that pirate. Dimion, thank you very much for subscribing. Yes, we'll hang up by San Juan, see if we can catch that effer. And then we're going to go down to Guadalupe and see if we can dig up the treasure. Okay, that sounds good to me. No upgrades? Ooh, iron scantlings. Resist damage. Yes, please. Nice. Okay. Let's go. There's the... Oops. That was a pirate. We're gonna go and kill the pirate. Everyone loves it when you kill a pirate. Now, if I do this now... No. Don't attack. I mean, not that I mind attacking the French. There we go. The Pirate Brig Delight. Your ass is grass and I'm the lawnmower. Whoa! See, look how much slower it turns. Piloting the sloops are so satisfying because the speed is unbelievable. Oh, now that is a brutal shot. Like directly on the bow like that. Maximum damage. Same here. Plus he can't fight back. Great shot. Look at the crew just take a beating. Alright, let's see if we can dock. No, we're going to take damage. Oh, shit. I can't close in. Pick up some of these men. I should maybe chain shot him if I can't close. There we go. Now we got him. Now we got him. Take that, you pirate scoundrel. Parry. Oh, he dodged it. Duck. Parry. Taunt. Jump. Attack. Parry. Ha! Oh, he dodged that. How is he, like, defending so fast? I guess the cutlass might help. I got, like, a fast attack here. Some of the attacks are faster and slower than others. But, like, knock people back further. Alright. What I like is, over the course of your game, your character will look different. Right now, I look young because I'm 18 years old. But by the time you get into your 40s, you're due to look... Ooh! A carpenter can make hull repairs at sea. Quickly persuaded to join the crew. And 22 more volunteers. Welcome aboard. That's a pretty badly damaged ship that would also slow us down. I don't think we're going to keep it. It's going to take up 22 of our crew just to keep her sailing. I don't think it's worthwhile. Just a regular brig. We got shit to do. Hey, kitty cat! Oh no, it's my 13-month sub-adversary, and I wanted to give you... Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, that's another, like, super long-time subscriber. My god. Thank you very much. Reef the sails for quicker turning. That is an excellent point, Demi-Viral. That's true. You can bring the sails up and down. And I'm just going to sink the ship. We got stuff to do. Alright, so that was chasing down that pirate we saw, but we still have to head east. Which is going to be a little slower. Luckily, we didn't really... I don't think we took any real damage. No, I don't think we've got any actual damage going on here. Which is good. I am by a port. That's true. I could have just sold it instantly. But it would have been worth, like... We've seen it. It's worth, like, what? 10 gold? Pfft, who cares? And sailing in and out of port actually spends time. Alright, let's see if we can tack a little here. Because, like, if we take a look at our Piratopedia and look at our Brig of War, best points of sailing. And that was in the olden days when I had a book. This was useful because... Oh, so running into the wind is actually the best point of sailing. Sail directly into the wind, and this ship will do fine with that. That's a lot to do with the size of the sail. The size of the sail. The size and shape of the sail is what I was trying to say. But it actually does okay in that direction, whereas some ships can hardly not sail into the wind at all. And yeah, going under a cloud is really good. You get a speed boost all the time. So we could attack the French. I think I might hold off for a little bit longer before I start to do that. Especially, I want to make sure, as I sail near San Juan, which hates me, I want to make sure that I'm not taking any random damage so I can properly fight that pirate. Eggy burp. Ugh. Thank you very much for subscribing. Your name is disgusting. So once the crew starts to feel a little bit miserable, we will divide up the plunder and then increase the difficulty. Oh no, Demon Axe. Demon Axe says it's too bad you can't increase the difficulty now that you've seen how easy it is. Once we divide the plunder, we can... Oh, storms are fast, but can damage your ships. It's interesting that the other ship, the bark, is slower than my brig. Once you divide plunder, you can change the difficulty. Which is a beautiful mechanic. Lovely mechanic. So we'll definitely kick it up. Maybe even 2 notches. I think we might do double notches. What the hell is that? Spanish trade galleon. No, no, no. Spanish are already going to hate me. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dock and send one and hope that I can get a little bit more info on the pirate. Like if he was just here and left. I want to know. Also, we have taken a little bit of sail damage. I'm hoping these guys don't attack me. Oh, this is a settlement. Oops. Is he going to San Juan? I skipped the message. Oh, alright. That's not useful. Tavern? You'll send me a ruby ring for only 900? Wasn't the same ruby ring being asked for like 2,000 bucks before? I'm gonna take it at 900. I don't want to start flirting with people soon. Baron Raimondo, lightning quick, quick thrust. Okay, good to know. Last seen traveling from Maracaibo to San Juan. That was 2 months ago. He was traveling to San Juan. Ah, left. Okay, excellent. The latest news: he's still heading to San Juan. Perfect. Got that quick thrust. I'm gonna have to be ready on the parry. Food is still good. They got lots of food. 2 gold for cannons. We're gonna bring ourselves down to 32 again. Save a little bit of space. Shipwright. Repairs. Yeah, see, even this ship took a little bit of damage from the storm that we were flying through. And we're gonna keep the ships for now because we've got all that food. I mean, I could really... Too much food. They're not selling... They're not buying the food for much, though, so I'm not gonna go crazy. Alright, ship transporting new governor. We will sort of escort you. I think he's going to San Juan. Pirate privateer. I would like to... Hold on. I want to attack from the other side. Before we engage. There we go. Oh, it's shitty speed. There we go. Oh, did we miss completely there? I think we did. Nice. Oh! Destroyed him. Let's do one more round of grape shot here. Even though he's already in pretty bad shape. There we go. We outnumber his crew. He might just surrender instantly. Nope. Nah. Down the stairs you go. Oh! He's on fire! I like how, like, there's a variety of different battle scenes and ways to finish someone off. I'm just looking there like a badass. You know, I wasn't the first Red Pirate Roberts. Pretty heavily damaged. We are right outside of the port, though. Sail damage is going to slow us down. You know what? I'm in a sinker. We don't have that many crew around. And if I find Captain Kidd, I'm not going to want to dock and sell a ship before I get in there. We're going to keep it going. I'm just, you know, it's hardly... Oh, fuck, we're being attacked. Let's finish transporting the new governor. And hope that they give me credit for that. Stop shooting at me. There we go. Will you let me dock? Nice. Talk to the governor. Yes, you're at war with the English and the Dutch. There's a new governor in San Juan. Captured a pirate brig. See, everyone likes it when you fight pirates. Look at this! Even though I've been kicking the shit out of them, and they're shooting at me, they still gave me the rank of captain. Ah, his attractive daughter. I don't know, we've already found someone who's beautiful. Let's go ahead and talk to the merchant. Sell some of our extra guns over here. Bring it down to 32, our max. It's not a huge price for food, but we'll go ahead and sell some of that anyway. Better than some of them. There we go. Thank you kindly. Shipwright, what do you got? Copper plating, faster turn rate. Yes, please. And repair my ship. Now, I could sell the bark at this point. which I think it'd be a good idea because the bark does not move fast enough. We want to go hunting down that pirate. I'm going to sell the Bongemate. It's not fast enough and doesn't actually carry that much cargo. I'm sorry, our time together has been awesome, but now it is over. It'll also free up some crew for my main ship. Speaking of crew, oops, that's not where I wanted to go. Tavern. I need lots of crew. 37. Excellent. We're still not even at capacity. We can have 300, and that brings us like to 180 or so. Oh, a shrunken head will impress the native Indian leaders and can be yours for 1,350 gold pieces. I don't know about this one. Shrunken head? Question mark? Yes, no. I'm not going to say I'm going to make it a priority right now. Make sure I'm up to date with the chat over here. Shrunken head. People want... Whoa, it's basically 50-50. I assumed it was going to be a very no. I don't know how much, like, we're going to be negotiating with Indians, but you can. There's things you can arrange with them. Encourage them to declare war on other settlements, for example. It's going to be yes by a very slim margin. Holy crap, how do we have 3,500 people watching? No, honestly. How do we have 3,500 people watching the stream? I'm used to maybe a couple thousand people showing up. Do people really want to see pirates? Are a lot of you guys new? No is now slightly ahead. Now yes again. Alright, I'm going to buy it just because eventually I want all the items. Plus you get fame points for it. I'll take it. Plus, it doesn't matter we have slightly less gold, because right now I'm only getting 10% of the booty anyway, when we divide plunder, because of the difficulty. And that's the thing, like, I really do want to increase the difficulty, but right now, my crew's still pretty happy. Okay. Oh, I forgot to talk to the bartenders. That was really stupid. Oh, let's get some more crew. Not much, because we were just here. Master-crafted weapon. Attack with lightning speed. A set of balanced swords. You're goddamn right we're going to take the set of balanced swords. Baron Ramendo sails in the Spanish war galleon Neptuna. He's got a Spanish war galleon? Alright, that's going to be a big-ass ship. He's on his way here. He set sail from Maracaibo 127 days ago. Alright, he's still coming. So we're just going to hang out. Catch Baron Raimundo. Alright. Come on, punk. Here, let's reef our sails. We'll go a little slower here. Omega Goat! I am the Alpha and the Omega Goat. No, avoid the storm. I don't want to take any sail damage. We can change our view, too. Look at that. First person... Well, third person. Sailing. Ah, yes. Oh, there he is! Okay, we're gonna... Attack! Full sails. Actually, by reefing the sails, you take a lot less sail damage. But I want the speed right now. We have more crew than he does. Try to avoid his broadside. Line up for another shot. Switch to grape shots. Destroy all his crews. Nice. Alright, buddy. You know where my sister is. I'm gonna kick your ass. Rapier, we've got our balanced set of weapons now. You found me at last, Mr. Quill, but you will regret crossing swords with me. On guard! Shing! Duck! Ha! What we'll maybe do, if we get a part of our map to our sister, we'll go ahead and do that, and then divide the plunder. Or even find the, if we find the treasure. Yeah, so this guy here, you actually get to interrogate him. You are a master swordman, sir. I will reveal to you the truth that you seek. Your sister is held captive in a remote location. This map should help you in your quest to restore your family. Vicinity of Puerto Cabello. Lost sister, a little bit of arch rock. We're going to need a lot more maps for this. I mean, we know the general vicinity, but that is far from what we want. Take everything. We will keep the ship. It is brutal, but look at this. Fully upgraded Spanish war galleon. Yeah, we're going to keep it, and we're going to fix this bad boy up. Oh, we were beat up. Are we being attacked? Seriously? How come you're still pissy? I should still be able to sail into town. Was the Baron Romando... Were you not a pirate? Did you count as being Spanish? Yeah, that would upset them a little. Hopefully they won't turn me away. Okay, they don't turn me away yet. New governor, you're happy? All right. Goodbye. Thank you. Oh, information about a town. All right, that's fine. Skilled gunner on board the Gokar. Oh, we could use another unique person. Bound for Santo Domingo. We could potentially grab that. Change shot. Yes, and Nevis. Okay. Shipwright. This war galleon. That's expensive to repair. But it is a big-ass ship, upgraded with goddamn everything. Yeah, I thought he was a pirate. I didn't realize he was an actual Spaniard. I think... Hang on, we gotta check some stats on this war galleon here. War galleon. Large. Wide turning radius. Slow. Only... Wait, hold on. Only 32 guns? Fuck, I shouldn't have repaired it. I should have just sold this. That's as many guns as our current ship, but it moves... It doesn't move as fast. What's our current? Our Brig of War. What the hell? Yeah, no, it's too slow in the fight. I'm not going to be using the War Galleon. Oh, I should not have repaired it. I mean, basically we spent 1,800 gold repairing it. We'll sell it for 1,800 gold. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, we're going to get rid of... Oh, we need to get rid of some cargo first, though. I don't see... Oh, there it is. Turbo Leone. I'm like, why can't I see the person who just subscribed? Hey, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome to the party. Let's go ahead and sell some of these guns. And some of our excess food. It's not a great food price here, but we gotta trim our weight down a little bit here. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna sell the War Galleon. 7 more tons of cargo. Really? Merchant. Here, I'll just do a little bit extra. Just for say. Okay, well, we're going to repair our Brig of War, that's for sure. And then sell this one. Yeah, 90 tons. No extra guns. Slower. Might have more hit points. I don't know. This fully upgraded, which was sexy. Go away. Brig of War it is. Zervian. Me and you. Yeah, the Brig of War is really good. Yeah, and I do prefer faster ships. Is usually the way to go. Almost always. Johns, I missed you. I'm so sorry. I missed you when you subscribed. Aww. Well, there's your shout out now. What we're going to do. It would be nice to get that gunnery expert that was heading somewhere. To Santo Domingo. I think he was leaving from St. Martin. The problem is I think it's a Dutch ship, and I don't really want to attack the Dutch ship. So I think we're going to ignore that. We're just going to make our way to Guadalupe. Fuck, you're still shooting at me. Ow! And they hit me! Spanish smuggler. Listen, we got shit to do. We're gonna go and we're gonna go and attack the Spanish settlement. Oh, the crew's starting to get a little unhappy. So we will happify them once we get treasure. But yeah, they're starting to get a little tired of all this. So it'll be the perfect thing. We'll go and dig up the treasure, and then we'll divide plunder. We'll be able to increase the difficulty, and we'll get a little bit of loot out of it too. Alright, let's not beat it up too much. Oh, they surrender instantly. You're not too terribly damaged. And almost certainly... Yeah. We're gonna take everything. And we'll keep you. At least you got a fast base ship. I think. Maybe you're a bark. Not that fast. Sail south side of the island. Just in case it reveals something different. I don't think it will, though. think we sort of sailed here. English smuggler. We're going to ignore the smuggler. And thunderstorm, good for speed. Bad for damage. And yeah, the other ship got left behind. Definitely slowing us down. We're absolutely going to sell it. Yeah, we're going to take a break. As soon as we're going to dock here, we're going to take a break, then we're going to go dig up the treasure. St. Martin, wealthy Dutch trading post. Hello. Promote me? Yes, we captured some stuff, including a war galleon. Hey! Henceforth, ship repairs will be cheaper in Dutch ports because we're now a major. I'm also pleased to grant you an estate of 300 acres on the outskirts of town. Oh, my goodness, thank you so much, Governor. Governor's attractive daughter enters the room. She seems quite taken with you and invites you to this evening's grand ball. Do we accept or beat a hasty retreat? Now, just because we accept does not mean we have to marry her or do anything like that. So in fact, it might be good practice for the dancing. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, I think we will dance at the grand ball. But that will have to wait until after the break. So let's take a short pause. Then we dance, dig up treasure, divide the booty, increase the difficulty, try to track down my family. See you in a few minutes.